Hello, everyone, and welcome back with Talk with Terry Tuesday. I am Dr. Tony Scott Terry, and we are here to educate you about all of our different services and products at Allure Wellness Center. For those of you all that haven't tuned in lately, we are at our new location that is located at 7151 183rd Street, and that's in Tinley Park. So we'll jump right into everything today. We're actually glad you are joining us again for our Talk with Terry Tuesday. And I always tell people, for my staff, for my patients, I am huge on educating people as to what service they're having or procedure they're having, why they should have it, why they should not have it, benefits, side effects. So I'm huge on educating you all of those different um, items so that you know what you're getting and why you're getting it. Sometimes people will just do certain events because your doctor told you to. But I want you to, and I think it helps too, from your standpoint as to when you know why you're doing something, it actually makes more sense and it actually encourages you to actually do that procedure or that service or take that medication or product or whatever because now you know why you're doing it. So let's jump right in. Today we are actually going to be discussing Opus Plasma Laser Resurfacing. This is something that came out by Alma. It's a great product. So people have gotten really, really great results from the procedure. It is a laser resurfacing, but without a lot of downtime. So before people were doing like CO2 lasers, where you basically burned off the face and your body's natural tendency is to heal itself. So it would recover, your skin would be smooth, the texture would be smooth, but it would take you 7 to 10 days to heal. And there are a little bit more risk because it is something that basically is completely resurfacing your skin. Well, Alma came up with a new device called Opus Plasma Laser, which gives you a lot of those same benefits as the CO2 laser, but without the pain, without the downtime. And I am into no pain, and I know people are busy, so we're trying to eliminate or significantly decrease anyone's downtime. So I've got some demonstrations so you can actually see what the Opus device looks like. This is actually, it's sitting right next to me, but it's a great tool. So for people who have acne scars, people who have lines and wrinkles, it does do some tightening, but it's more about the texture and the tone of the skin. So we are now starting, this is a little bit off label, but we are now starting to also do body parts. So the abdomen. There are some people who, and we'll show you a little bit later in the program. We can do chin, we can do neck, we can do face, we can do small areas. So people who have the smoker lines, whether you smoke or not, you can actually resurface that area to kind of help get rid of those lines. The eyes, it'll actually help to kind of give you a little bit lift of the eyes. If you don't like doing Botox and you're nervous about doing that, this is another treatment that you can do to actually give you a little bit of lift of the eyes because it's going to, once again, change the texture and the tone of the skin, but it also does some tightening. Now, this can be done on anyone, any skin type, any time of the year. There is no significant downtime depending on and you can determine how aggressive you want to be. I have some people who they're like, nope, turn it all the way up. I want to be aggressive. I'm fine. We numb everybody. So we'll make sure you're nice and comfortable. And for those who do not know, we also have laughing gas. So you're a little anxious about it. You can drive yourself. Laughing gas usually wears off in about 15, 20 minutes. But it is something that can be done in the office without any significant downtime. And we can go milder if your pain tolerance is very, very minimal, or we can go way high as long as you can tolerate it. And once again, like I said, we can do any skin type. So African Americans, Caucasians, Asians, any skin type we can actually do with this device. So it's a great little device. Once again, a lot of people are looking for big results, but less downtime. And so this kind of really delivers a lot of that. We've even had some people, I'm doing some interesting clients now where we'll actually kind of see how it works with a lot of the cellulite. I'm not saying that it will actually treat cellulite, but it may actually improve the appearance of it because once again, it will change the tone and the texture of your skin. Let me show you what the actual device looks like. So this is the handpiece that we use for the Opus. This is our handpiece right here. And so we usually put this little device here, which I don't know how well you can see it. It has a lot of different little spikes. It's not needles, which some people are concerned about. Is this going to, no, it's not needles, but it's a little spikes. And what it does is it actually makes contact with the skin when we're doing the procedure, which causes a little small damage. It's pinpoint to the skin, but your body's tendency will be to actually treat the area so it fills in those lines, that acne scars, helps the tone and the texture. So there are different ways that we actually can manage that, but it is really, people tolerate this very well. And what we do is we kind of like roll the area. I'm not going to actually do it on myself, but we actually roll the area that we're treating. We do it in multiple directions so that we're covering that whole area and we're almost making like a grid. And your body's tendency will be to come and repair that area. So, and I'll show you, we'll put a picture up on the screen a little bit later. But this is the new Opus device. Once again, it's been out for about 2 years. We've gotten a lot of good results from this. This is another part of it where this rolls. This one we do more stamping. So this is very particular. So if you've got a really deep line, then we may do the rolling first, and then after that we will stamp it because it is being, and it's called a focus. So it's going to focus on that particular area. When we do the eye lift, we actually lift the lid and actually do the procedure on the eyelid because it will actually cause the skin that we just treated to actually lift. I'm not saying that it is going to replace an eyelid surgery or blepharoplasty. I'm not saying that, but it may hold off on it for a while. But this is our new Opus treatment. People say, well, when should I do it? It depends on if you have somewhere to go. So I have some people who they will get the procedure done. They don't mind being a little red, especially because now we have the mask. So you could actually put your mask on after we're done with the procedure. Nobody knows except for you. And once again, depending on how aggressive you want us to be with the procedure, will determine how red you will be. Most of the time, even with the aggressive procedures, most people it's like 1 or 2 days. Let me see. Did I miss? Oh, let's show you the picture of a before and after. This is, so we're gonna put the picture on the screen for people who are watching us through YouTube or Facebook. But for those who are on Instagram, we're gonna actually show you that picture. So I don't know. Okay. So if you can see, this is the before. This is after one treatment. Usually most people will do 3 treatments depending on what you're actually trying to treat. And then, like I said, this was just to kind of give the texture and tone of her skin a better result. But you can also see there is some tightening. She had a little bit of laxity here, and this is after one treatment. So Once again, I am not saying that this replaces surgery, but what I am saying is that most people don't want the downtime. They don't necessarily want to undergo surgery, and it's a lot less expensive than surgery. But it does significantly improve the texture, the tone of the skin, and it actually does give you some tightening. Um, I'll see if we have any questions, and then we'll kind of, okay. So, and most people have not heard of the Opus. They may have heard of laser resurfacing or CO2 lasers. Those lasers work great. You're just going to have a lot more downtime, a little bit higher side effects. They work great. But if you don't want the downtime, if you don't want the increase in side effects, and you're going to get good results, this is actually a really, really good treatment. And we have other pictures on our website, so you can always check our website out. It is alluredlasermedspa.com. And you can go to the gallery. There's tons of pictures on there, so you'll be able to actually see before and after pictures of what people have experienced with the Opus. Can I apply? Yes. So after the procedure, we normally put there's a couple things that we usually do. We will have, there's CBD products that actually help with inflammation. So CBD, not marijuana. There's a difference. But the CBD will actually help with inflammation and calm the skin down a lot quicker. You can also use like Aquaphor. And so the Aquaphor, we want the skin to stay hydrated because we've done this procedure. So we want to make sure we keep the skin hydrated. Can you put on makeup right afterwards? No. I usually tell people to wait for at least a full day before you start applying makeup, just because, your pores are open a little bit and we don't want to apply anything to that area. So no, great question.
Doctor, you have a question on Instagram. How long does the result last?
So generally, for most people, once you've done your series of 3 treatments, it's usually about a year. Some people may get a little bit more than that. One of the things I always tell all of my clients, especially my aesthetic clients, is that sunscreen, sunscreen, and then more sunscreen. You need to block the sun. And so the sunscreen actually helps with preventing any future damage, so your results last longer. We also have products called Alto, which prevents the damage that the sun can cause. So you have the sunscreen that's actually blocking the sun, and then you have Alto that is actually helping to prevent any damage that the sun may cause. So, what was your question again? Here it is. Oh, how long do the results last? Okay, you got to work with me. Usually about a year for most people. Okay. So, just a couple of housekeeping. So definitely, like I said, the Opus is a fantastic procedure, especially if you want the results. And I always tell people with this, it is not immediate results. Anytime you are building collagen, because I want to make sure your expectations are reasonable. Anytime you're building collagen, it takes 12 weeks. Now, people will start to see some of the results. Sometimes some people have seen it as soon as 4 weeks, but collagen rebuilding for whatever procedure you're getting done is going to take 12 weeks. And some of our clients will actually they'll add their plasma to this procedure as well. So people have heard of microneedling with PRP. So PRP is your plasma. Your plasma has a lot of growth factors. They're almost like stem cells. So you use the plasma on the surface of the area that we've treated, and it actually takes this procedure to a whole different level because you've got growth factors that's also helping the procedure. Okay, so let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Fitness center is open. So a lot of people know that I do liposuction, but I tell people that I do liposuction on is that even though we are sculpting out that area and removing that fat, and that fat won't come back in that area, this whole thing is a lifestyle change. And so the reason we did the whole wellness center is because we are trying to encourage total lifestyle change. That includes you working out, that includes you changing your diet, and then these aesthetic procedures helps because when you look great, a lot of times you feel better. But we also want you to feel better, so we want you to work out and also change your diets. So our fitness center is open. We have our trainers are ready to go. We are still working on our complete and total membership packages, which is going to be coming soon, and online booking, but we should have the online booking by the end of the month. The membership packages, we just have a couple more things to do. So we need to get our yoga instructor. We have to get our massage therapist all settled in before opening up our complete membership packages because it's going to include all of those things. So remember, total well-being. So we're going to actually have this Saturday. We are doing from 9 to 12 a fitness class. So you'll be able to meet the trainers. You'll be able to do classes, all for $20. But it is getting you involved. So we do circuit training, we do kickboxing, we're going to do, well, it's called AAA, which is arms, abs, and the other part. But but we'll be doing those classes so you can kind of see what works for you. Even if you are not someone who works out, everybody's not going to be at the same level. So we actually can tailor it to you. There will modifications and all of that. So come out this Saturday. It's 9 to 12. You can meet the trainers. You can take the classes, ask your questions, sign up for the classes. So we will have that going this Saturday. Now, um, our next event is going to be Thursday, September 22nd. We'll have two sessions. So we used to do this quite a bit before COVID. So now we are bringing it back with some minor changes. On Thursday, September 22nd, we are doing two sessions, one from 12 to 2 and one from 5 to 7. This is body sculpting. This isn't a body sculpting event. So we will have demonstrations of cool sculpting, which actually freezes fat cells. So if you want things that are non-invasive, all of these body event procedures are non-invasive. There's no downtime. You come in that day, you go home the same day, no pain, you're fine. So the cool sculpting actually gets rid of fat, and it is more for those target areas that you're trying to help reduce. The M sculpt actually builds muscle. So it actually, you want that defined muscle look, that's what the M sculpt will do. It also does some reduction in fat as well, but it is mainly used for people who are trying to get that six pack abs or at least close to that. But it also helps medically for people who have, if your core muscles are weak, it actually helps with strengthening your core muscles so people don't have as much back pain. It'll help people who golf. So it helps your swing because your core muscles are getting stronger. People who have what's called a diastasis, where those muscles are kind of split, happens a lot after childbearing. It actually helps to strengthen those muscles, so to close that little opening that bulges out when you're sitting up. So M-Sculpt is not just for the cosmetic, it also actually helps you physically. And people who have had it, everyone hands down says they feel better. And it's because it does strengthen those core muscles. So if you're not getting it with the workout, you can get it with M-Sculpt. The other one we have is the BTL Excellence, and that is skin tightening. So we could do skin tightening on any area of the body, from the eyes to the face, to the neck, to the abdomen, to the arms. If you've got some laxity, we can actually tighten the skin, and it works great. The one caveat, you have to hydrate. So if you're not going to drink water, it's probably not the greatest option for you because the heat's going to be a little too much for you. Otherwise, this is a very, very comfortable procedure. So that's our body sculpting event with the cool sculpting, the M sculpt, and the BTL Excellence with live demonstrations and opportunities for pricing, great pricing for that day. For that day. So if you can't make it out to the event, once again, COVID has changed a lot of things. So if you sign on virtually and you watch the event, then we'll still be able to give you the special for that day. um, Open positions that we still have. We need maybe one or two more office front staff. We are still looking for a couple more yoga instructors and a couple of more massage therapists. So we have space where we actually have a conference center in the lower level, so people will come and actually have more of a spa type of party or event where you can actually choose from different things and actually book an event. So we do need a couple more massage therapists that we're looking for. But I think that's it that I have for all of our housekeeping. So,
We got a couple questions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. They just popped up. We have a couple questions on Instagram. One is regarding the Opus. How does the maintenance work?
So usually what people will do is they will get 3 treatments. We usually do the treatments about 3 to 4 weeks apart. Once again, depending on how aggressive your treatments are. The maintenance is, and so once you've done those 3 treatments, then we've gotten you to where you kind of want to be. And once again, the more the skin has aged, you may need a couple more treatments. If it's a 20-year-old, which most of you may have is some acne scars, but if that's something that you want to treat, you may need to do that on a regular basis. If you're doing more maintenance, I tell people usually anywhere doing 1 treatment, maybe once every 6 months to once a year. And that all depends on what you're getting done. I always tell my patients for these type of procedures, because they are a little bit more involved, you want them to last as long as possible. So once again, sunscreen, Alto, which prevents the damage, facials, simple facials like hydrofacials, chemical peels. They don't cost as much, but it actually helps to continue to turn the skin over and build collagen. Won't build as much collagen as what the Opus will, but it does help. So doing those things will help your results last longer, but usually anywhere from 6 months to a year.
Another question, and this is regarding the fitness class on Saturday. Is it $20 per class, and is it for 1 hour workout?
So the $20 is from 9 to 12. So we'll have multiple classes during that time. So you'll get to do the circuit training, you'll get to do the kickboxing, you'll be able to, I think she's gonna do the abs, arms, and the other A. So you'll be able to do all of those workouts for $20 on that day. But you have to sign up because we have to make sure we're not like a lot of the big gyms. We're more of a boutique gym because we actually want to give you more personal attention. So you do need to actually call and sign up for the event on Saturday, because while the fitness center is nice, it will only hold so many people. So you do have to prepay to reserve. But once again, it's $20 for 9 to 12. And once again, you'll be able to try all of the classes. The classes, I want to say, will be about 30, 40 minutes a class. Generally, the classes are an hour, but we want you to be able to get a taste of all of the different classes that we're offering so far. We're going to be adding on more classes as we go, but we just opened. So we just kind of want you to be able to come and see the facility, see the trainers, and get your workout on.
And there is a request. Dr. Terry, please bring Color Science products. It's a great brand.
What is it?
Color Science.
Okay. Well, we'll look into it. We have quite a few brands. We actually just brought on another line. It's called Only Your Your Ex, and it treats a lot of different um, skin types and different problems that people have. So we just brought that brand on maybe about a month ago, but we can look into the brand that you actually suggested. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our Talk with Terry Tuesday. It's a mouthful. But, but once again, make sure you like and follow all of our social medias. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we have a YouTube, we have a podcast. I think that's it. Oh, and we have TikTok. So we had some um, younger what do I want to call them this summer? Interns. We had some young interns this summer, and they were like, "Where is TikTok?" So we have some TikTok videos, and they're really cute and funny. You got to you got to look for us. So it's under what is it? Under Allure Laser Med Spa. They're really cute. They're very funny. So yes, we have joined the TikTok revolution. So continue to check us out. Like I said, if you want to see before and after pictures, or any of the other services that we have, you can also go to our website at allurelasermedspa.com. And you can see, once again, before and after pictures of Opus or any other service that you are interested in. Once again, thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next month. Thanks, Valerie.